Hey everybody, it's Malcolm here with Alpha Athlete Training and Coaching, and I've got an exercise demonstration for you today. Just a simple movement, a very basic movement that we should all get good at if we're not, and that's just an air squat or a body weight squat. Okay, I'm going to show you also some variations. So for those of you who aren't where you want to be physically and maybe getting down as deep as I'm going to demonstrate isn't feasible right now, so I'm going to walk you through some progressions as far as how to progress down to where you can get to that depth. And so the air squat, a couple things mechanically that a lot of people do, the common mistakes that I see is when people squat, they really stick their butt back and then drop down, and you don't want to do that. You want to think about kind of sitting down between your legs. And so the first thing is foot positioning. You want your toes basically pointed straight forward or just slightly out, like 10 to 15 degrees out, okay? And then as you squat, what you want to do is you want to drive the knees apart. Okay, you don't want to go straight forward, but you want to drive the knees apart as you squat down. And I want you to try to get all the way down to where basically if your arms are here, your elbows can touch your knees and then back up, okay? And so what you're doing, kind of what you want to think about is creating a slight rotational force, like I'm trying to rotate my feet out like this as I'm squatting. So I'm creating that rotational force which helps to drive the knees out, and I'm sitting down between my legs and then back up. And as I come up, I really want to flex the glutes at the top and push the hips in. Another kind of common mistake I see people make when they squat is they go down and then they never engage the glutes and drive the hips in. So all the way down, all the way up, flex those glutes, squeeze the glutes at the top and drive the hips forward, okay? And again, if you're not there physically, it's okay. Use something like a chair or a bench, anything, it doesn't really matter what, and just go down to where you sit on the bench and back up. But I want you to think about the same things mechanically. I want you to think about, toes maybe angled slightly outward and driving the knees out as you come down and back up, squeeze the glutes at the top. And then lastly, if you need to, find something that you can hold on to give yourself a little bit of balance and maybe a little bit of assistance. So you're here, could be a doorknob. One thing you can do is get a rope and make a handle out of it. Okay, by making a handle, you can get a small piece of PVC pipe, put the rope through the handle, and then tie it up there so you have a handle for yourself. And then on the other end, tie something pretty big and then put it inside of a door and close the door. And that knot on the other side of the door frame will be kind of an anchoring point for you. And then you'll just do the same thing. Go down, sit on a bench or a chair, and you'll use that to assist yourself to pull back up. But the big thing you want to focus on is keeping your weight kind of evenly distributed on your foot, just slightly back on your heels as you're doing that squat. So if you have any questions, post those questions in the comments below. And as I always say, guys, think strongly, attempt fearlessly, and accomplish masterfully.